Hi there, this is Rob at Reason101.net, and I'm here to show you another tutorial. This time, this tutorial came out of somebody who actually sent me an email privately and asked me about this tutorial or these set of tips that was given to us by on musicradar.com. And the first tip here is about monkeying around. It says one of Kong's best features is its powerful level setting system, but another key point is its connectivity. Instead of mixing internally within Kong, try routing the pads out through a 14-tune mixer and then back into Kong via the break-in connections. This enables you to set the levels and EQ with the mixer and still use the powerful master output FX. Save your construction as a combinator for future use. It's a very easy setup that's being requested here, and I'll just go through it really quickly. So you set up a combinator, create a 14-tune mixer, and then hold down your shift key and create a Kong device. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Create a Kong. Let's select a patch. Doesn't really matter what patch it is, um, but any kind of patch that's gonna go through would be fine. Now let's flip it over. Click the Show Drum and Effects. Okay, and what we're talking about is this set of breakout jacks here. So what I will show you is how this is actually done. Send the output to channel 1 on your mixer. Take out the master output here and send the master outputs back into the inputs. And then take the main outputs from your Kong, send that directly to From devices on your combinator. What this is essentially doing is it's essentially using this 14-tune mixer as a send effect, essentially, and it's sending it to the mixer and then back into Kong, but just before it hits the master effects. So when you flip it around, you could still add a master effects here to play around with your system. What this does, you can still hear this. You're not going to hear anything going on with this channel because the idea is that you could use the EQ effects. You could use your treble, you could use your bass, you could use whatever you want to use. You can set your level here too, which is true. However, you need to increase the bus effect send from here, okay, on each drum that you need to use. So when you click it, when you turn it up, it's now applying this EQ setting to this drum, the first drum. Without it, stays just the normal drum. With it, it's taking 100% of this signal. It's actually taking 127% of this signal and going back into the drum. And you can set this up for each of your drums if you want. Okay, so that's if you want to use your mixer. It's a nice little trick to do. Personally, I don't really care for it too much. What I would prefer to do is let's just delete this altogether. Delete that. Okay, the master output's going here, which is just fine. What I would do is under here, I would create any other kind of effect device you want, such as, let's say, we'll have a reverb. And what I would do with the reverb then is I would send the reverb output and input, okay, then send the master output back up. Now, anytime that your drum is playing, it's going to go through that reverb. Again, you still have to use the bus effects to have it sound. Okay, so in this way you can create complex effects chains. You can put a digital delay device here if you want. Let's see, put a delay line. Okay, so just showing you some of the capabilities. Okay, so you can put complex effects chains here. You could even use your you can use your M class suites. You can use a compressor. You can use a maximizer. You can use your EQ if you want to use your EQ down here. Whatever you want to throw at it, you can simply by using these two breakout jacks here. and this basically sends a signal in and then back out. The other nice thing about this is that you can add any kind of um, effect that you want to. Like if you want to add a ring modulator, just crank it up a little. Okay, so it works in combination. So it's sending the signal out to your reverb, to your delay, to your EQ, and then back in, and then it hits your ring modulator, and then it goes back out. So that's just one thing you can do, and that hopefully answers the question of how to use those jacks. Again, thanks a lot. This is Rob at Reason101.net, and I hope you have fun playing around with this. Thanks a lot.